Hi everyone, I'm just going to make a short video today about a small problem I ran into when 3D printing this very nice pit devil. Unfortunately, during the printing process the arm or weapon broke. So instead of reprinting the entire model, I'm just going to reattach a newly printed weapon part. I went into the software mesh mixer and I cut this one off in more or less the right angle, and now I'm going to attach it to this model. I'm going to do this using a pinning technique, where I first of all, I'll start by drilling a small hole in this part up here and in this part in the weapon part. There is almost a hole in here to begin with, as the infill wasn't so heavy as it was in this part. I used a lot more infill in this part, as I could see that it was a bit weak in the construction. So I'll drill a hole in both parts, then I'll take some wire, cut it off in the correct length, insert it into this hole, apply some glue, insert it in this hole, reattach the part up here, and I'll probably throw in some of my beloved green stuff in between and smoothen it out so you can't see the assembly. And that's more or less the process. I'll just mount the camera and then I'll get started. Yeah, that's it. Let's begin with the pinning process. When you need to pin a model like this, you'll first start off by drilling a hole in each of the parts. As this is PLA, it's fairly easy to drill in. PLA is a rather soft material, but a place where it's really nice to pin a model is with the large metal models. So you won't get that problem if it's a 3D printed model like this, but the large metal models has a tendency of actually needing these pins if they're not going to break all the time. I've done a lot of Babylon 5 models in my time, the spaceships, and they needed extreme amount of pinning if they were not going to fall off or break all the time. So just drill a hole in each of the components, and when you have these holes, it's time to make the pin. I usually use this material. It's just some soft iron, but I also have some brass rods and some copper rods, and the only thing to be aware with when doing this is actually that these rods, depending on the material they're made of, can actually damage your sprue cutter. This soft iron won't do anything to it, but a harder material, if you accidentally use steel or something like that, you'll put a dent or several dents in your sprue cutter, and that will actually destroy it in the long run, so that's a shame. So make sure that you only cut soft material using these standard sprue cutters. The model is ready for the pinning process now. I got the pin, as you can see here. I got a hole in this other part, but when the model is so large as this, it's a good idea to use a bit of green stuff. And this is some sticky stuff that has several purposes. First of all, one of the best things about this is that it will make the parts stick together while glue dries, and you can also sculpt on it afterwards to make sure that you get the smooth surface between the two components. You can't avoid getting a small crack when you pin a model like this, so the green stuff can actually just be smoothened out with a sculpting tool, something like that, afterwards. So right now I'm just mixing this green stuff. It's just a very short or very small portion I made here, but it should be enough. Then I will take some super glue. This is the gel kind, as I think it's much easier to apply, but you could just use the thin super glue too. I'll apply some of it in the hole down here. I'll apply some in the hole here. Then I'll take a bit of the green stuff, not too much, just a small tiny portion. Mount it on top of the hole like that. Small portion on top of the hole in the other one, like that. Then I'll take the pin, insert the pin here, do do the same for the second part. Make sure that I align the weapon correctly, like that. Make sure that it's aligned. I actually think I should turn it around like this. There you go. Make sure that it aligns with the original part, so it's straight. Then you can take your sculpting tool, just scrape away here. You might get a small gap between these parts. Can't avoid that, but you can fill that up with filler or use the remaining green stuff to fill it up. And now you can see the model's more or less ready again. I just need to clean it and then I can start painting it. So I'll just add a bit more green stuff here to fill in the gaps, so I don't have to do this with a filler afterwards, now that I am working on it. And just make sure that it's straight. And that's basically it. I have now reattached the weapon to this very nice pit devil. And it's ready to be, yeah, it needs to dry of course. And when it's dry, then it's ready to be cleaned up, primed and painted. So that's it. Very nice model, and you can use this technique on, it works best on large models, but you can also use it on small models. So thanks for watching, hope you could use the video for something, and please write if you have any questions.